doesn't seem to realize that the storm has ripped his piano away. Roland, come, the voice says. The voice of the storm, the voice of the glass. And Roland comes. The romp flies by him, glassy eyes blazing with pink light. A scrawny man in farmer's overalls goes flying past, his long red hair streaming out behind him. "Life for you and for your crop," he says, something like that anyway, and then he's gone. Next, spinning like a weird windmill, comes an iron chair. To Roland, it looks like a torture device equipped with wheels, and the boy gunslinger thinks the Lady of Shadows, without knowing why he thinks it or what it means. Now the pink storm is carrying him over blasted mountains, now over a fertile green delta, where a broad river runs its oxbow squiggles like a vein, reflecting a placid blue sky that turns to the pink of wild roses as the storm passes above. Ahead, Roland sees an uprushing column of darkness, and his heart quails. But this is where the pink storm is taking him, and this is where he must go. "I want to get out," he thinks. But he's not stupid. He realizes the truth. He may never get out. The wizard's glass has swallowed him. He may remain in its stormy, muddled eyes forever. "I'll shoot my way out if I have to," he thinks, but no, he has no guns. He is naked in the storm, rushing bare-ass toward that virulent blue-black infection that has buried all the landscape beneath it. And yet he hears singing, faint but beautiful, a sweet harmonic sound that makes him shiver and think of Susan, bird and bear and hare and fish. Suddenly, Sheeny's mule, Capricoso, Roland thinks, a beautiful name, goes past, galloping on thin air, with his eyes as bright as fire dims in the storm's lumbre fuego. Following him, wearing a sombrero and riding a broom festooned with fluttering reed charms, comes Rhea of the Coos. "I'll get you, my pretty," she screams at the fleeing mule, and then, cackling, she is gone, zooming and brooming. Roland plunges into the black, and suddenly his breath is gone. The world around him is noxious darkness. The air seems to creep on his skin like a layer of bugs. He is buffeted, boxed to and fro by invisible fists, then driven downward in a dive so violent he fears he will be smashed against the ground. So fell Lord Perth. Dead fields and deserted villages roll up out of the gloom.
A little bit.
He sees blasted trees that will give no shade. Oh, but all is shade here. All is death here. This is the edge of End World, where some dark day he will come, and all is death here. "Gunslinger, this is Thunderclap." "Thunderclap," he says. "Here are the unbreathing, the white faces. The unbreathing, the white faces." Yes, he knows that somehow. This is the place of slaughtered soldiers, the cloven helm, the rusty halberd. From here come the pale warriors. This is Thunderclap, where clocks run backward and the graveyards vomit out their dead. Ahead is a tree like a crooked, clutching hand. On its topmost branch, a billy bumbler has been impaled. It should be dead, but as the pink storm carries Roland past, it raises its head and looks at him with inexpressible pain and weariness. "Boy," it cries, and then it too is gone, and not to be remembered for many years. Look ahead, Roland. See your destiny. Now suddenly he knows that voice. It is the voice of the turtle. He looks and sees a brilliant blue-gold glow piercing the dirty darkness of Thunderclap. Before he can do more than register it, he breaks out of the darkness and into the light like something coming out of an egg, a creature at last being born. "Light! Let there be light," the voice of the turtle cries, and Roland has to put his hands to his eyes and peek through his fingers to keep from being blinded.
Oh man, that's how you do it.
A field of blood, or so he thinks then, a boy of 14 who has